Good morning, students. Today we are back again with a new topic, adjectives. As you know, I always give you small tricks to remember the things. So what are adjectives? Before moving on to definition, I'll be telling you few things. Nowadays there is more use of mobile. You watch YouTube channels, you watch certain things in the mobile, and when you like it, you put on comments like awesome, beautiful, excellent, etc. etc. So what are all these comments? They are adjectives. They are adjectives. To be very short, I have started in such a way that you may remember, right? So all these are adjectives. In other sense, you can say adjectives gives us adjectives, they give us more information about the noun or a pronoun. Information about the noun or a pronoun. After giving the definition, it gives us about information about the noun or the pronoun. Let us move on to some examples and then you will come back to the definition again. As I have started with the comment box which you write down, they are all the words that are used are adjectives. अच्छाइयाँ और बुराइयाँ, बुराइयों की बात हम ना करें, but अच्छाइयाँ and buraiyan, they all are adjectives, right? Now we are moving on to some examples, right? Now before I did with you, what does a sentence require? It requires a subject, a verb and an object. Let us move on with a simple way, right? Subject, if I write down, it can be a noun or a pronoun. Now I am starting with my subject, like if I write down, she is a teacher. You can note it down side by side so that you can understand. She is a teacher. It's a very simple thing. But if I write down, she is a beautiful teacher. She is a beautiful teacher. Or she is an excellent teacher, right? So what is this word beautiful and excellent? It is adding a meaning to the pronoun she, right? How is she? She is beautiful. How is she? She is an excellent teacher. So all these words which are adding more information about the noun or the pronoun are adjectives. Let us give some more examples. He is a man. I am going to put down 4-5 sentences and side by side then I will be discussing here what all things you are adding and how you can differentiate between them. He is a man. Second, this story is amusing. This story is amusing. Now if I write down, he is a brave man. He is a brave man. How is he? He is a brave man. It is describing the pronoun. So that is adjective. This story is amusing. How is the story? It is amusing, right? So this is adjective. If I write down third example, Virat is a brilliant cricketer. How is Virat? He is a brilliant cricketer. Now if I write down Raman is a great scientist. You can now understand. How is he? He is a great scientist. So all these are adjectives. If I write down that boy is tall. That boy is tall. How is that boy? He is tall. So all these words like brave, amusing, brilliant, great, tall, honest, short, handsome, all these words are adjectives. So again we move on to the definition. Like adjectives, they give us more information about the noun and the pronoun. Adjectives give us more information about the noun or a pronoun. I hope it is very clear to you. With the example, right. He is an honest man. How is the man? He is honest. The boy is tall. Very good. If I say you are looking beautiful or my teacher is excellent. So all these words are adjectives, right? If we compare, it is done comparison also, right? So it is giving us more information about the noun or pronoun. Now we are going to move on with the types of adjective. Types of adjective. As such, there are no types, but we are going to differentiate it to make the study easy, right? So we are going to move on to their types. It is for our information that what are we going to do. Okay. Now regarding the types, if we move on to the first type, it is adjective of quality. Now the word quality itself indicates, it is telling us about the person or the thing, how it is. It is giving us more information about the quality of a person or thing. For example, if I tell he is a clever boy, how is he? Clever. It is telling us about the quality. As I had written before, Raman is a great scientist. How is he? He is a great scientist. Very good. So they are telling us about the quality. In quality also you can divide the adjective of quality into two parts, that is attributive and predictive. It's not very hard, so don't try to cram it. It's very easy, and with my short tricks you will come to know about everything. Now the first one in quality is attributive. And the second one is predictive. Predicative. Now the short trick to remember is attributive, it is always used before a noun. Attributive is used before a noun. As such, predicate means it is used after the verb. After the verb. These are the short tricks which I am giving you. You can pause the video and note it down. I have left some space to give you examples so that you can understand it well. My first example for attributive is, he was a great king. So it is used before a noun. Yes, when it is used, adjective used before a noun, they are attributive. Let us give one more example. Sumit is a strong boy. Sumit is a strong boy or a brave boy or an intelligent boy. Anything used before a noun, it is attributive. And for predicative, it is used after a verb. Like Ram is ill. It's used after the verb. He felt bad. Felt is my verb and bad is my adjective. So it is used after the verb. I hope you have understood the use of quality. It tells us about the quality of a person or a place. And then attributive, it is used before a noun, and predicative, it is used after a verb. Very good. Now we move on further. Regarding the comparison, comparative and superlative degree. Right, comparative, the word itself tells us when you compare between two people, then it is comparison. Between two people or two persons, it is comparison. But when you compare with the whole family or the whole universe, then it is superlative degree. Now we are going to move on with some examples, and I'll give you a short trick how to remember the comparison and superlative degree. Now if I write down English is more interesting than SST. I hope you can see. Very good. English is more interesting than SST. English is compared with the subject SST. So it is more interesting. Very good. Now if I put out second example, blue whale is the largest fish. Blue whale is the largest fish. Now here it is compared with the complete species of the whale. So blue whale is compared with the complete species. So you have superlative degree. As I told you, comparison between two people is comparative, and comparing with the whole universe or the whole family is superlative. Let us see the difference, how you can differentiate them into two groups, and I'll be giving you a small trick which will help you out, right? So let us move on to the positive degree. Please pause the video and note it down if you find something. Comparative degree, and then the third one is superlative degree. I'm going to write down some positive degree here, like cold, hot, wise, strong, weak, interesting, and then we are going to compare and make the superlative degree beautiful. Right? Now, my first word is old. So if I write down she is old or she is older than you, so it is compared with she and you. So it becomes older. Very good. Hot becomes hotter. Wiser. Strong. Stronger. Weaker. Let us move on later for interesting and beautiful. Right? Now you have seen that I have directly written the answers, but I haven't given you any clue. Now I am going to give you a clue. When you speak out the positive degree in a single flow, that is having only one syllable. Right? When the word is having only one syllable, now hot, cold, strong, weak, wise, they are spoken in one flow. There you have to add R or ER to make a comparison. Isn't it very short trick? When the word ends with or it is spoken in a single flow, that is having one syllables, you have to add R or ER. And the same for superlative, when the word is spoken in a single flow, you have to add down EST. Now here, old become oldest, hot become hottest, wise becomes wisest, strongest. Very simple rule. That is, if it is a single syllable, for comparative you have to add R or ER, and for superlative you have to add EST. Isn't it simple? Now, what I had left out is interesting and beautiful. Interesting. Speak the word and say interesting. It is broken into 4 parts. Same thing is with beautiful. Beautiful. When you find more than one syllables, more than one syllable, then you add, for comparison you write more interesting, and in case of superlative, since it is having more than one syllable, you add most interesting. More beautiful and most beautiful. Isn't it interesting? That is, the words having one syllable, for comparative you have to add R and ER, for superlative you have to add EST. Older, oldest. Hotter, hottest. Wiser, wisest. Stronger, strongest. Weaker, weakest. But if you have more than one syllable, it becomes more interesting and most interesting. Yes. Now I hope you are getting my topic, and it's very easy for you to remember these 3 degrees. So we have moved on with the quality attributive, and the comparative and superlative degree. Now we are going to move. Some adjectives we have found. Some adjectives, they don't follow all this rule. They don't follow all these rules. There are very few. If you want, you can put down in the comment box. I'll be giving you. At present, there are 5 to 7, out of which 2 I am mentioning it here. Like good, positive, better, comparative, best, superlative. Bad, positive, worst, comparative, and worst, superlative. Right? So there are 5 to 7, not much. They don't follow the rule of this adjectives. Okay? Now we move on further with the demonstrative adjective. Yes, you have heard this word, demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. So this is demonstrative adjective. As pronoun, they point out this and that. Same case is with the demonstrative adjective. It points out towards the person, points towards the person or a thing. It's very easy. Don't try to cram it. I'm giving you very small tricks to remember it, right? So, for example, if I write down that person is my friend. This dog is my neighbor's, right? Those things belong to my friend. So, all these things which are indicating these, that, those, they are demonstrating, pointing towards the things or a person, they are demonstrative. Now we move on to possessive. Very good. You have learned about the possessive pronoun. Now we are going to do possessive adjective. Possessive adjective, the difference between the possessive pronoun and the adjective. Adjective, if you ask the question whose, remember the trick. When you get the answer for whose, then it is an possessive adjective. For example, if I write down my sister is a doctor. Whose sister is a doctor? My sister. So this becomes a, very good, it becomes a possessive adjective. Now if I write down your pen, give me your pen. Whose pen? Your pen, right? So it is your pen. For example, his car. I'm going to put down some words. Your father is in police. My bag is of blue color. His camera is very good. So all these things, all these words are possessive because you are getting the answer to the question whose. Very good. Now we have done demonstrative, it points towards the person or a thing, and possessive, it tells us, gives the answer to the question whose. If you get the answer to the question whose, then it is a possessive adjective. Now the next one is interrogative. You have been learning since childhood, interrogative, it's a question mark. Yes, same thing is here when it is asked what, whose, whom. But only one thing to remember it is they are used with the, you only have to remember, note it down. Note it down. It is always used with a noun. Only this is the difference. Interrogative, it is questioning, but it is used with a noun. If I see, which book do you have? Which book do you have? It is used with a noun. No doubt it is a question. Now second example, if I give you, what color is your bag? I hope you have understood, like if it is used with the noun, they are interrogative adjectives. Right. There are few more. You have learnt about the determiners also, but today if they are used with there are many words you are using in your life, all, another, both, each, either, enough. You are using all these words, they are determiners, right? But when you use them with noun, when you use this determiners with noun, this is the trick. Noun, they are indefinite adjectives. Now determiners are these words, but when they are used with the noun, they become indefinite adjectives. Right? Now let us move on to some more adjectives that is ending with ed and ing. They all are adjectives. If I write down satisfied, interesting, etc. When you come across the sentences, you will find out that the words ending with ed and ing, they are also adjectives. Now before proceeding, we are going to do a recap. But in spite of revising the whole thing, I think that the exercise which we have done is very easy about adjective. It tells us about the quality, it tells us about the possessive, attributive, predicative use. So before we have a small recap, I am going to do the recap with the exercise. You can pause your video and note down the sentences. Pause the video and note down the sentences, then we are going to discuss it. Yes. Are you ready? Good. Now my first sentence is, do the roses in your garden, read along with me, smell more sweeter than yours? You have to read it down and find out the mistake. Yes, the adverb is sweet. It is in a single flow syllable. So you are not supposed to write down more. It is more sweeter than yours. It is compared from the roses in your garden and in my garden. Okay, very good. My second example, the eagle was, here you have to fill it out. Eagle was dash, I have given you the positive degree, big than the bluebird. It is compared than the bluebird. So the eagle is compared with the bluebird. So big becomes bigger. Very good. My third example is, taking flight is dash for, word given is difficult for large birds. Taking flight is difficult, more difficult for large birds. Very good. See, it is more than one syllable. So you have to add down more. Amit is the word given is tall. Is tall person in his class. Now it is not compare with anyone, person in the class. पूरी क्लास के साथ कंपेयर किया गया है. So what it is compared with the whole class. Right. So it becomes tallest. Right. My fifth sentence is, you can read, I am not going to write down. The tiger is a unique animal in the world. Now unique word is used in the, as I have told you, some words are not following the rules. So unique is the word used in all the 3 degrees, no change. Very good. Now my 6th sentence is, she felt, I am going to write down 6th one. There is a spelling mistake in my printing. She felt badly. You have to find out the mistake, as she did not get the job. Badly, there is no word. She felt bad as she did not get the job. Very good. Now pause your video and note down the other sentences also. I have got 12 sentences for revision, for a recap, where you have to fill in the blank, mark the error, what is the mistake, and add on the degrees. So this is a small recap for you. Done? Yes. Now my 7th sentence is, the boy wore a blue shirt. What? It is simple. The boy is wearing a blue shirt. So it's a simple positive degree. Next, he is most weak person. It is written most weak person in the village. So the person, he is compared to the person in the whole village. So what is the degree? Superlative. Very good. So you are not going to write down most. It is, he is the most weakest person in the village. Alia was most strong. Most strong. So why it is most? It should be most is wrong. It should be she is the strongest. Right? Now 10, 11th and 12th I am going to give you for homework. You can discuss, and if you have any difficulty, put in the comment box. Right? And I am going to do one more exercise. Again, that is a homework for you. Please pause your video and note it down. Right. It is dash today than it was yesterday. Hot. It is compared today and yesterday. Jan thought she was the girl in the world. It is compared to the world. So, what will be? Very good. You can understand. This is the dash time of the year. It is this time is compared to the another time of the year. The book's cover is dash than that of the other book. It is compared. Attractive. It's having more than one syllabus. Meera closed the dash apple. Chose the dash apple. It is compared to all the apples. And then, may I have a dash portion please? It is compared to the some other portion. So note down the sentences and do for homework. Very good. Now I hope you all have understood the adjectives very well. And my small tricks are going to help you. Adjectives, they give us more information about the noun or a pronoun. Then for affirmative, it is used with the noun. Predicative is used with the verb. Used with the verb. Now for comparative, I told you if it is compared with two things and if it is having one syllable, you have to add R or ER, and for superlative, if it is ending with one syllable, then you have to add EST. But if you are having more than one syllable, then you have to add more, as I did with more interesting, more beautiful, and with superlative, if it is more than one syllable, it becomes most. I hope the topic was very easy for you and you might have understood. If you have any doubt, you can put down in the comment box and I'll be bringing one more video or a recap for all of you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.